Hello, this is Nick with nickscomputerfix.com, and here's a video on the TP Link range extender, the AC750, setup and review. Okay, let's go ahead and unbox this. Alright, the range extender, it says TP Link on front, and then we have an antenna on the left and right that move in the up and down position, and that'll give you a better signal, hopefully. And we'll take a closer look at the bottom here. We have an Ethernet port on the left hand side that you can connect any Wi-Fi device up to it directly with an Ethernet cable, and we have a reset button right here. Alright, we have air vents all around, and then we also on the top here we have some LED lights and a WPS button. Let's turn this around and move it up close here. Again, the LED lights, we have a power light, we have a signal light, and we have a 2.4 gigahertz and a 5 gigahertz LED light, and again WPS on the top button. Okay, on the back side here we have the plug, and we have some model numbers, serial numbers, and so forth. And that's about it. And one last thing is that if we measure this, it is only a little bit longer or taller than my pocket knife, and my pocket knife is only a couple of inches, I would say 3.5 inches in length. Okay, one more thing is that it's nice palm size and it is very lightweight. I went ahead and plugged it into the wall here, and when you do, initially there are no LED lights lit, and after about 30 seconds you'll see the power light and the signal light light up, and they'll both be the color of blue. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the computer here, where we're going to go into the configuration and configure the range extender. By first locating the SSID, it should be broadcasting since we plugged it in and it has power. So we'll click on the Wi-Fi icon up here and see if we can locate it. By the way, I'm presently connected to Skybird 5. And if we look, here we go, TP Link extender 5 gigahertz, and there should be, yep, there's a 2.4 gigahertz as well. So it's definitely broadcasting both SSIDs for both bands. And let's go ahead and click on the 5 gigahertz here and do a connect. And in my Windows 10, it'll automatically open up Microsoft Edge for me and take me to the TP Link GUI interface. If yours doesn't, here's the link, and I'll also put this in the video description area as well. Now once this is open and you have it being displayed on your Windows internet browser of your choosing, go ahead and type in a password here. Now keep in mind that this is a password that you're creating right this moment. You're making it up. It needs to be 8 characters, letters, and numbers, and confirm that both of these are the same once you've typed it in twice. And before we click on start, I want to just point out that there's an app in the App Store and Google Play, so that you could utilize those if you wanted to help you manage this extender. Alright, let's click on start, and once you do, it starts scanning all the available networks that it can find within your neighborhood, and in this case it found quite a number. Specifically, it's looking for the network that I'm presently connected to, and that happens to be Skybird 5. And this is the 2.4 gigahertz. It's asking me to type in a password, so I'm doing that, and I'm going to click on next. And now it's looking for the 5 gigahertz network that I'm connected to, and I'm going to click on Skybird 5, and that is the 5 gigahertz network. And type in the password. And also keep in mind that if you can't see this password, and then just go ahead and close that out, because sometimes depending on the size of your display it can get in the way. Alright, and click on next once you're finished, and it comes back and it confirms, wants you to confirm rather, that the two passwords are correct, and they were, so I clicked on confirm. And then I get this next screen that allows me to change my SSID for the extender. So for the 2.4 gigahertz network and the 5 gigahertz network, I can either leave them the same as my router SSIDs are, or I can make them distinctly different. And in my case, I'm going to make them different so I know which is which. And I did a EX2 and a X5 here, and that way I know which one's which, and I can separate them from my SSID on my router. But you can leave them the same, it's up to you, or change them to whatever you like. Once you've decided and you're finished, go ahead and click on save, and it'll go ahead and apply all the settings that you just did. And once that's completed, it will take a few seconds, I don't know, up to about 30 seconds to a minute. And I just want to point out that we are going through the quick setup process here, not the advanced setup. The advanced setup is very similar. It's the same number of options, maybe a few different ones. However, if you just want to set up your extender very quickly, this is the best route, going through the quick setup and going through the process that I showed you here. Now once it's finished saving all the settings to the extender, you get congratulations, and we can go ahead and click on the Wi-Fi icon in the taskbar, and then find our SSID for the Skybird EX5, which is the 5 gigahertz. Or if you wanted to, you could connect to the Skybird EX2, which is the 2.4 gigahertz network. And once you do, go ahead and click on connect, and then you are prompted for a Wi-Fi password, and this is your existing Wi-Fi password that you use on your network. It hasn't changed. And once you click on next, it will make a connection, and then it shows here that I'm connected and secured on the Skybird 5 EX5, which is the 5 gigahertz bandwidth on the extender. One last thing, it does say congratulations on the screen there, and if you click on finish, that will close out the TP settings window. At this point, you can open up an internet browser and go to the internet, or utilize anything you like to access the internet, and you're good to go. But before I end this video, here's a final image of the Wi-Fi extender and being utilized. As you can see, the power light, the signal light, the 2.4 gigahertz light, and the 5 gigahertz light are all lit, and they're solid. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like, and leave a like if you like, and remember to share.